Did you know that nearly 80% of people who try mindfulness quit within a few weeks? That's right. Despite the buzz around mindfulness and its benefits, many people find it frustrating or confusing. It seems easy to sit quietly and breathe, but the reality is much more complicated. Stress, distractions, and unrealistic expectations can turn a simple practice into a difficult task. Here's another shocking fact: only about 14% of those who practice mindfulness report feeling more relaxed. This shows that many struggle to find the peace that mindfulness promises. It's no wonder so many people throw in the towel. But it doesn't have to be this way. In this article, we'll uncover the reasons behind these struggles and reveal what really works. We'll explore common myths that hold people back, share unique strategies to make mindfulness accessible, and discuss how to incorporate mindfulness into your everyday life. Whether you're a beginner or someone who has tried mindfulness before, you'll discover new insights that can help you stick with it. Let's dive in and transform your mindfulness journey from a struggle into a powerful tool for a calmer, more focused life. Chapter 1: Mindfulness Myths Busted. One of the biggest reasons people fail at mindfulness is because they believe the myths surrounding it. For example, many people think mindfulness means you have to meditate for hours or completely clear your mind. In reality, mindfulness is about noticing your thoughts without getting caught up in them, not pushing them away. Research shows that beginners who believe mindfulness is about emptying the mind are more likely to give up quickly because it feels impossible. Another myth: mindfulness works instantly. It doesn't. According to a study by the American Psychological Association, regular mindfulness practice can take 8 weeks to show measurable effects, like reduced stress or improved focus. People often quit because they don't see immediate results, but patience is key. Some also think mindfulness is only for people with quiet minds or peaceful environments. But actually, it's for everyone, even in chaos. Take John Kabat-Zinn, the father of modern mindfulness, who says, "You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf." Mindfulness isn't about avoiding life's chaos, it's about how you navigate through it. In summary, busting these myths can help you avoid common traps and set realistic expectations, leading to a much more rewarding experience. Chapter 2: The Mindful Misstep. Overthinking it. Many people stumble when they try too hard to be mindful. Ironically, the more you chase mindfulness, the harder it becomes. A big mistake is thinking mindfulness is a skill you need to master, like learning a new language or playing an instrument. But mindfulness is less about doing and more about being. A Harvard study found that our minds wander nearly 47% of the time. When people notice their mind wandering during meditation, they often get frustrated and give up, thinking they're doing it wrong. But here's the twist: mind wandering is normal. In fact, noticing your mind has wandered and gently bringing it back is the essence of mindfulness. It's a practice, not perfection. So how do you avoid overthinking mindfulness? Focus on small, realistic goals. Instead of trying to sit for 30 minutes in silence, start with 5 minutes of mindful breathing. There's no need for special cushions or perfect posture. Just sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. If your mind drifts, simply notice it and bring your attention back. That's it. Some people also find it helpful to reframe mindfulness as something simple and approachable. Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh suggests, "Feelings come and go like clouds in a windy sky. Conscious breathing is my anchor." Try focusing on your breath as that anchor, something always available when your thoughts start to spiral. This will keep you from getting lost in overthinking. Chapter 3: Senses on Fire. Engaging your senses fully. While many think mindfulness is just about the mind, engaging the body and senses is a powerful strategy. In fact, mindfulness is most effective when you make it a full sensory experience. A study published in the journal Psychological Science showed that tuning into your senses can reduce stress and enhance emotional regulation more effectively than focusing on thoughts alone. One way to start is by practicing mindful eating. Most of us rush through meals without truly tasting our food. Try slowing down. Notice the colors, textures, and flavors of each bite. Mindful eating isn't just about savoring your food, it's about bringing your awareness to the present moment, which is the heart of mindfulness. Another sensory approach is mindful walking. Many people think mindfulness happens only when you're still, but mindful movement can be even more impactful. As you walk, pay attention to how your feet touch the ground, the sensation of the air on your skin, and the sounds around you. This kind of sensory engagement can anchor you in the present moment and make mindfulness a more active and dynamic practice. If you need more inspiration, look to the work of Alan Lanner, a psychology professor at Harvard who has studied mindfulness for over 40 years. Lanner says, "When we engage our senses fully, we wake up to the world." Her research found that people who simply paid attention to the taste, sound, and sight of their surroundings reported higher levels of well-being and creativity. So, if you find traditional meditation too passive, try focusing on your senses. Whether it's the feel of warm water on your hands while washing dishes or the sound of leaves crunching underfoot, these sensory moments can become powerful mindfulness practices. If you're enjoying these insights and want to dive deeper into mindfulness, don't forget to subscribe for more tips and techniques that can change your life. Chapter 4: Mindful Movement. Beyond sitting still, a lot of people think mindfulness only happens when you're sitting in silence, but this isn't true. Some of the most effective mindfulness practices involve movement. If you've ever struggled with sitting still, you might find that mindful movement is the key you've been missing. Yoga is one of the most well-known forms of mindful movement. When done correctly, yoga is about being present with your body and your breath. It's not about stretching further or holding difficult poses. According to research published in Frontiers in Psychology, people who practiced yoga for just 10 minutes a day showed significant improvements in their ability to focus and regulate emotions. If you're not a fan of yoga, don't worry, mindfulness can be incorporated into all sorts of movement. Walking is another great way to practice mindfulness. In fact, a study from Stanford University found that walking boosts creativity by up to 60%. You can enhance this by walking mindfully. Focus on each step you take. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Notice the rhythm of your breathing. You'll be surprised how calming it can be to combine physical movement with mindfulness. Even activities like stretching, dancing, or simply cleaning the house can become mindful when done with full attention. John Kabat-Zinn, in his book Wherever You Go, There You Are, writes, "You can make the familiar strange, the known unknown, the obvious opaque, if you really pay attention." So, the next time you're doing something repetitive like washing the dishes or sweeping the floor, see if you can bring your full attention to each action. Chapter 5: The Power of Pause. Many mindfulness breaks. A lot of people think mindfulness requires a long stretch of time to be effective. But the reality is that even small moments can have a big impact. In fact, taking mini mindfulness breaks throughout the day can help keep you grounded, even during stressful times. The idea of micro-mindfulness is simple. Take a few moments, maybe even just 30 seconds, to breathe and refocus. Studies show that even short mindfulness practices can lower your cortisol levels, the stress hormone. A paper in Health Psychology found that participants who engaged in brief mindfulness practices had better emotional control and lower stress levels throughout their day. You don't need a quiet room or a special cushion. You can do this anywhere, whether you're at your desk, on the train, or in a noisy coffee shop. Simply take a deep breath, close your eyes if possible, and focus on your inhale and exhale. Even just 3 deep breaths can reset your mind. Another technique is the stop method. S. Stop what you're doing. T. Take a breath. O. Observe what's going on in your body and mind. P. Proceed with your day. This technique, developed by Dr. Elisha Goldstein, is a quick way to break the cycle of stress and bring you back to the present moment. Many people find this method particularly useful when they're in the middle of a busy workday. Remember, mindfulness doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, these small pauses can be even more effective because they're easy to incorporate into your routine. The key is consistency. Regular, short moments of mindfulness can have long-term benefits. If you found these insights helpful, be sure to subscribe for more tips and techniques on mindfulness. Together, we can make mindfulness an everyday practice that transforms our lives.